So this is the Pomodoro Timer app, and this is the code for it. So we import the view, text, button, style sheet, React from React Native, the prop types, and vibrate to vibrate the phone. And then this is the style for the app container where it centers everything and has the font F48. Class is called Countdown with the prop types, so it sets work and play, make sure those are booleans, make sure text is string, and min the first minute, the second minute, the first second, and the second second, make sure those are numbers. And this is the state, so work is set to true, that means that it's study time. When work is false, then it's break time. Play is set to false. When play is set to true, then the countdown starts. When play is set to false, then the countdown stops. And this is just setting the initial countdown time. We're setting it to 10 seconds right now, so we could see the timer switch quickly. It should be at 25. Reset count clears the interval, so it stops the countdown. And what we're also doing is we're making sure that when a countdown is going, we close this specific countdown, so it's clearing this interval, so we don't have 2 or 3 or 4 counts adding up and have different intervals running. We're making sure for each interval that's open, it's closed. And it also reset count, it sets all the values back to default, so it'll set it back to study time, and it'll stop the counter, and it'll set the values back to 10 seconds. This is the countdown function. What it does is it finds out what the second value was in seconds, and it subtracts 1 from it. And if all the values are equal to 0, then vibrate the phone and set work. If it's equal to true, set it to false. If it's equal to false, set it to true. If it's set to true, then it's back to study time and set the values to 10 seconds. If it's set to false, then it's break time and we have 5 minutes. And what this is whenever the second value of seconds is reduced by 1, we check to see what the state is. So if it goes past 0, then we will be subtracting 1 from the first value of seconds, and we'll be turning the second value to 9. So this will turn to 0, 9. And once these two both equal to 0, and the value goes down again, then we will be subtracting from the minutes, and this will equal to 5 because there's 60 seconds in a minute, so it'll be 59 seconds afterwards, and the minute will be subtracted. And the same thing goes for the second minute whenever we subtract the values. And render is what's displaying whatever's on the page. So if play is set to false, then that means that the counter is not running. So it'll show start and reset, and it'll show the time. When the counter is running, then we will render this screen, which will show stop and reset. So we push start, and the counter will start running. And then it turns to break time. And if we hit reset, then I'll go back to study time and I'll reset the values. Here it is in Expo. So we'll restart and we'll start the timer. And when it reaches 0, the phone vibrates, and it then turns into break time. And that is the Pomodoro Timer app.